Alafia ABPsi. Believe it or not, I still feel very honored and humbled to be entrusted with the stewardship of ABPsi and the awesome responsibility of serving you, our members, for this presidential cycle. The baton has been passed, and as your president for the next 2 years, I am committed to maintaining the wins of our past presidents as well as to achieve some new ones. But how? What should my agenda be? I've heard it said that time dictates the agenda. So I had to look around and see what time it was for Black people today. What I noticed was that today we're living in a world where virtually every aspect of Black life is controlled. What we learn, how we organize, what we eat, where and how we spend our money, how we think, and even to a significant degree, how we worship, all controlled by a system that is diametrically opposed to our freedom. Today, we're witnessing an all-out assault on the advancement of Black people through law, through policy, and through practices that show up in the form of repealing DEI efforts, gerrymandering, voter suppression, rolling back civil rights guarantees, heavy-handed policing, mass incarceration, and so much more. Today, we are witnessing violent threats on Black life, lynchings, sanctioned, venomous anti-Black rhetoric, ICE invasions, and there is a palpable and visceral, rabid anti-Black hatred percolating just beneath the surface of a very thin veil of white civility. See, if these are the events that signal the time, I say our agenda must be organizational sovereignty. See, we've got to be clear that the liberation of the African mind, the empowerment of the African character, and the enlivenment and illumination of the African spirit is a direct threat to those that intend for us to remain an oppressed and permanent underclass in this country. Theologian and scholar Laurenti Magesa is quoted as saying, "No sane society chooses to build its future on foreign cultures, values, and systems." So organizing ourselves around their structures, using their language, seeking their funding is precarious for ABPsi because it limits us in how truly African we can be. And of course, sovereignty doesn't come overnight. But there are some things that we can do at this leg of the race to move us forward. So my ABPsi agenda will emphasize strengthening our organizational infrastructure by increasing membership numbers, membership satisfaction, and also strengthening the connection between national and local chapters by clarifying our standards and processes to improve our overall efficiency and productivity, by improving our overall financial health through bolstering our national programs, forming strategic partnerships, and stringent fiscal practices. And then finally, by increasing our global presence with an emphasis on activity and partnership with our brothers and sisters on the continent of Africa. Now, this agenda is so much greater than what 10 voting board members can achieve. So I appeal to all of us to step forward with your skills, your talents, your resources, and your riches. See, freedom ain't free, y'all, right? So in the spirit of Ubuntu, let's all work together in unity. Remember, by feeding you, I feed myself. Medasi.